stops too.
Yeah, that's something that contributes to it, I'm sure.
What do you think?
Wow, so much power.
No, they're about the same. That's got less torque.
Yes,
a lot less too.
I think the acceleration was just under that. Sorry?
Can I get in there?
Yeah,
I saw it.
I was gonna say I didn't know it was gonna turn that much. I thought I had to stop, and then it just kept turning. And I was like, oh, I can do this. Ugh. I don't think I let it hit anything.
I don't think it had either.
All right.
It's on that side, so it's not the end of the world.
Sorry about that, though.
No problem.
Okay.
That's why they're calling them demo bikes.
Yeah, yeah.
They're well insured. Yeah, the truck burned up last year, wasn't it?
What? Oh, the truck. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying?
Oh, I was just saying, like, once it hammers on in sport mode, it was like nothing I'd ever felt in this size. Like, I think the only thing this thing is going to compete with is like the Rocket 3 in terms of overall power. I damn near felt like it was about to come off the wheel was about to come off the ground.
Oh, it does like lift up a little, doesn't it?
Yeah, like I guess it's the inverse forks that lets it do that.
It's the torque.
Yeah, it was
It's got more torque than the FTR does.
Yeah. Yeah, and
122 foot-pounds of torque.
And it's nice and balanced where it's not like throwing off your steering a little bit for how much you're getting. It's whew.
That's another thing I really noticed. Where you put the bike, it stays. It doesn't wander, doesn't drift. It's perfectly stable.
Yeah.
For a bike that handles that well, it's got the best handling characteristics of any bike I've ridden so far.
Yeah. Oh no. Whoa.
I think it's full now.
So now we know where it goes. I think it just overflowed. So this right here is like a cover for the actual tank, and I think it went around, and I guess that pump doesn't. Yeah, that pump doesn't have like a shut off, I guess. Yeah.
I'm saying when it dumps out like that and it hits all that, isn't that bad?
Well, so it's hot there, but there's no open flames, so you're just gonna steam some gas like you see it happening right now.
Yeah.
And
bad for the paint.
Yeah, well, bad for the paint more than anything, really. You were comfortable in the back of that, weren't you?
So it felt like it was giving me a very rough back massage.
Oh, really? Did you ride on one of the big twins?
Vibrations. Huh?
Did you ride on one of the big twins?
The big bikes.
Like the bigger bikes on the back of one of those?
Road 2.
Roadmasters.
Roadmaster. Oh, so you had that's a plush ride. It was definitely more comfortable than this, I would think.
Well, whatever we rode on, yeah.
Over there.
The 116
Limited.
Chieftain.
Yeah, with a backrest. Then the vintage without a backrest. When she was trying to give me Heimlich every time I.
Yeah, I'd be terrified too. I don't blame you.
Because I was slipping. These pants do not grip. They're slippery. I almost fell off every time we sped up.
Yeah, and
those are actual snow pants.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are like weather pants. Yeah, but you were comfortable in the back of this. That's good. And they popped that backrest off in like 2 seconds, so it comes off real easy.
So behind you, like pop.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what is he doing? Oh, okay, bye. But yeah, it's good.
I've ridden on a Roadmaster.
How come you got back faster than everybody else?
I don't know. I was just wondering where everybody else was.
That was a small group.
What was it? A small?
Yeah, that was everybody.
That was it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I see most of the bikes are here. Yeah.
And then this is all the other bikes.
Hey, just so you know, I'm recording now. Are you okay being on the camera?
I don't care.
I was just gonna say I was gonna use that information you were talking about for the thing. Cause like I'm filming this for a review on YouTube, so I'm gonna love editing the part where I almost dropped the bike.
Yeah, I told him that. I was like, that dude just slammed that bike on that ground.
I felt it, and I was like,
around that turn too fast, and it was sharp.
well, see, okay, so
That's what I saw. He went like here.
it was because it was like, okay, I can make this if I just turn there and make it around. And then the bike was like, why are you stopping here? We can turn so much more sharply. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And then like I'm on the brake and I was like, wait a minute, no, I'm not gonna hit the curb. Okay, fuck, all right, it's going down. And then I Hulk smashed it back up. But like it was
close.
If it was one of the other bikes, you would not got it back up like getting off the bike.
Yeah.
I know this from personal experience.
I've never actually had to get a bike off its side from off the bike. I always just pull it back up. And the fact that I could do that with this,
with the Scout once.
yeah, the fact that I could do that with this, I thought this would be too heavy to do that with, but I got it.
Really well balanced.
Yeah.
No, I did the Scout because I came to the light, put my feet down, 1 foot, I stayed on one peg, so that way I don't burn my leg on the fucking pipes.
Yeah. Oh,
and I stepped in a puddle of oil, and I just kept on going.
Ugh.
So I rolled off the bike, ran around the other side, picked it up, jumped on it, kept on going.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed big time with this bike, they look like they have the same exhausts as the Springfield Dark Horse. But on the Springfield Dark Horse, the seating position on that makes it so like if my feet are on the ground, I kept hitting the exhaust pipe right there on the back of my boot. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't like that. This never happens because you're farther forward with your feet up there. At least it feels like it.
Now,
And it's also the seating position pushing you forward.
I had no problem with the clearance. I mean,
Yeah, clearance is fine.
that was all good. The only thing I don't like is the way the seat puts your nut. You should put a divot in the tank for your nutsack. your junk is slammed on that damn tank.
That's what it looked like when you sat in it. I was like, it looks like your tank's getting smushed.
Well, so you also had another person on the back. I didn't actually run into that issue.
Really?
Yeah.
Could be, yeah. She can push it against me and thus, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can only push with so far back on the backrest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's good that y'all were good on it though.
I mean, she didn't do her usual grab, pull, or...
Well, you don't need to with the backrest, yeah.
And I was taking off. I was drifting back, taking off, drifting back, taking off.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was smooth, and I liked the way it sounded. It was, Mike said it was louder. It actually was a lot louder, but it wasn't obnoxiously loud.
Yeah, it does growl. It doesn't gurgle like some of these other bikes do.
Well, so the
I liked the way it sounded.
the Springfields, those stock exhausts are very quiet and subdued. This is, you hear the engine under you, not only just behind you, but you actually hear it, and you don't need to change it out if you just want something to hear.
Now, if you have a Springfield with a Stage 3 kit, it
Yeah.
sounds like a muscle car.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah, I've heard it
It's
before.
amazing.
With with like the Reinhardt slip-ons, at least you don't even need to do full exhaust. But yeah, on my Scout, I'm sure you've seen I have the 2-into-1 pipe. I cannot ride. This is the first time I've ridden without earplugs in years because I have to have earplugs when I ride the Scout now. It's so. My roommate says when I brought it home after having it worked on to get it good, he was like, I heard you about 5 minutes before you got here. It was like so loud.
I
There's
hear
worse.
you at the end of the road before
But
you even
I've got stage
get there.
2 pipes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Indian Stage 2 pipes. They're just loud enough to make it fun for me and not piss off the whole neighborhood.
Yeah,
Only once in a while I'll see little kids doing this number and riding by.
I was a dumbass and really wanted full performance, and I had a lot of money at the time, so I was like, yeah, I want a full system because I'm going to tune it and I'm going to make it go as fast as it can, because I got the same vibe with this than I do Scouts, because they're essentially just sleepers. They look like the average person would go, okay, Harley, it's loud, doesn't do anything. I'm not going to get a speeding ticket from a cop. This is the same way. This looks like a big type of bike that just, it's not going to go anywhere but cruise. And then it does that, but faster.
Yeah.
It feels, sounds, and looks like a Scout mixed with a road master.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Well, it's more stable.
Yes.
That's one thing that's
And
more
it's not
stable.
as bulky as a Roadmaster. Roadmasters have bigger batlines.
But
Yeah, and that's another thing I noticed. There's
Very
nothing here, like closeout wise, to keep the air off your knees. You got to add like highway bars. I noticed that they didn't put that in stock.
Well, if you look right there, there's your channel. For
Yeah,
the-
channel 4. I guess it's up. They definitely already got an accessory for it.
Oh, I guarantee it. No, this is a demo bike.
Yep.
It's pre-release. This bike hasn't been released yet to dealers, so
Yep.
you're getting just bone stock.
Exactly.
And you're not going to buy this bike for 20 grand because you're going to put on all.
Oh,
the
you
buckles,
are.
widgets,
Yep.
and you're going to end up spending 30 because that's how it works. Like those stock pipes. Now you're going to have fishtails or something obnoxious on the end of it because you can.
Oh.
Here, Barry. But as it sits, though, it had to be the best handling bike I've ridden so far.
Handling.
Because
I noticed something.
stayed where you put it.
I noticed something actually that might sound controversial. I had better turning and leaning with the Springfield Dark Horse than I did this, and I want to say it's probably because of the wheelbase.
Could be. What I mean.
The white one right there.
The white one.
Yeah, that's the one I rode.
It's not just how well does it turn, how well does it respond. Handling is an overall package between stability, response,
Yeah.
and turn radius.
Yeah.
With the other bikes, you could get like those FTRs.
I feel like
they handle better because they turn more.
I feel like this engine would be scary in that.
Oh, that's what I want. I don't want this bike as assist. I want this bike with a Springfield
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah, so he wants it like this with the backlight.
I mean, with the older retro style seating, accoutrements, everything, I want it to be like a Springfield.
Yeah.
But with the Power Plus motor, that's a lot.
Yeah, I agree. That's oh, and I don't know how I forgot that. They called it the Power Plus, and I love that so much. I'm gonna cut this off here.
But take a look underneath there. Just take a peek. Isn't it sweet?
Oh yeah, I saw the you mean talking about just the view of the forks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Without this in the way, it would still look good.
I think so too.
I think it would look better.
I mean, you're gonna have to hide a lot of wires, but
Oh no. When they have a package like